Ellie ran, catching up to Joey and putting a hand on his shoulder. Joey looked around, saw it was Ellie, and gave her a hug. She patted him with her free hand, trying not to lose her rifle in the other. Joey said, "Good morning, Ellie. I didn't know you were up." "Hey, Joey. I wanted to make sure that you didn't get into any trouble on the way over to relieve the boys. Besides, I never sleep all that great. It always seems like there's something waiting behind my eyes when I try to close them, if you know what I mean." Joey said, "No, sorry. I don't know what you mean. Every time I sleep, I see my dad." Ellie, who had heard more horror stories than she cared to, tried to recollect, then asked, "You mean back when you and your family were happy? Like before day one hit?" Joey said, "No, like when I woke up and Dad was eating my mom. I don't like that memory." Ellie nodded her head slowly, unsure what to say. She patted him on the arm and looked down at his baseball bat and knew that every time he swung it at something, he was thinking of his sister and brother and how they'd both been lost just a few days into the new world. Ellie rubbed his shoulder and said, "Yeah, I don't like most of my dreams either, Joey." Ellie and Joey walked to the outskirts of the base. The towering lights were on in full blare, and always were during the night. The Turned were not fearful of it, but it gave those residents on the base a chance at seeing them before it was too late. Ellie was looking around, walking slowly and keeping an eye open. Joey said, "Don't worry, Ellie. I don't think there are any this morning." "Well, that is a relief." The long shadows disappeared into the distance as they went across the base. When they made it to the edge of the field, the sun was just starting to tease the horizon. They walked until they all but stepped on Greg and Sean, who were sitting covered in grass and hay, camouflaging them to the point that they melted into the land. They knew if the snowfall came, that the grass was going to be gone for a good amount of time, and they'd be unable to stay overnight on the frozen ground. Greg heard them coming, and when he saw them, he said, "Hey, Sean, looks like your girlfriend came to tell us that we can leave." "Hey, at least I have a girlfriend. You know, if you ever learn how to talk to girls, you might just have a chance. Remember, there's like a handful of girls at this base and a ton of guys. There is quite a bit of competition, I'd think, for their attention." Greg smiled and said, "Yeah, well, we just need to pick up some more people." Sean looked at him and said, "We haven't left these gates in a while. There might not be anyone to bring back. Besides, every time we bring up leaving, Clary and Aslan shoot us down like nobody's business, man." Greg said, "You know I'm getting better at driving, right? We could take a crew out and see if they've learned anything over the last 3 months of training. I bet we could do it."